And we are live. Thank you for jumping on the live stream right now. God bless everybody watching now and on the repeat. Giving a quick update as to what happened to me today at the council meeting. Today's my first day off, so I wanted to go holler at the council. We had a meeting today at downtown Midland. A couple patriots went out there, me and my wife, and I got cussed out by John Burkholder, district councilman at large, should I say. He cussed me out. I cussed him back, I ain't gonna lie. And, I believe that he's pretty sorry, I'll say it like this, that he didn't want to speak to us. He's actually somebody that we all supported, and he turned out to be a dud and someone that, does not stand up to these tyrants and this corruption in the city. When he first ran, he said that he was going to back us. He was going to, help move along the needle of, I would say, true conservatism, exposing corruption and standing against the machine in Midland, Texas. And he's been an utter letdown. Everybody that I know says the same thing about John Burkholder. Total letdown. He's actually become a foe in the political arena of Midland, Texas, councilman at large. So anyways, I went to the meeting today, and of course you have to wait 3 hours to speak, and we filled out the paperwork to speak. I went and spoke. I will drop the video pretty soon. I gave 3 minutes of just full blast information. I really didn't go up there for them to listen to me. They don't listen to us. They bless you, my love. They kicked you out quickly. Once our 3 minutes were up, they tried to arrest us. They tried to basically arrest Judd Campbell for speaking over his 3 minutes. He's not as aggressive or passionate as I am as far as my delivery. And they're trying to, arrest him himself, right? Or get him. So, basically the point is, you go over your 3 minutes at the council meeting. If you're part of us, you will be threatened with the rest. Other people, you've seen it before, the timers weren't timed, or I think they even said today the timers didn't work until I walked in the building, right? Then the timers worked all of a sudden. Point is, if you are speaking against them or critiquing them, your 3 minutes, you're going to start and stop. And if not, they're going to come with police officers and they're going to arrest you. That's the point. I have that actually on film too. I have that on camera, if I can fix my thing here. But the point is, Judd Campbell spoke and I spoke. This thing's okay. Got some bad bumps here. So Judd Campbell spoke and then I spoke. And again, like I said, my 3 minutes, I had to cram it in there. I didn't do it for them to listen to me or them to respond to me or them to even hear me out, because the city council don't care about what I think. They already don't like me. The mayor don't like me. They've already had the police they had about 10 cops in there again, like they always do. They had a bunch of police in there trying to intimidate us in our free speech, and that's just what it is. But my speech, I will be posting it pretty soon. I point out so many webs of deceit and corruption, and I'm proud of myself because I didn't just sit up there and blabber on. I had my speech ready, I wrote it, and I thought I had enough time. But once you're up there speaking, people don't understand. It gets kind of frustrating. You're looking at the clock, you're out up there loud, you're in front of 15 people that don't like you. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to deliver a speech within 3 minutes of the allotted time under threat of arrest if you don't finish quick enough. But the point is, I listened to my speech and it's full of facts. If you start pinpointing the names that I've given, it will help uncover the swamp in Midland, the sewer, should I say. And this is actually a warning for all my patriots across the nation. You probably have a sewer in your city, just like mine. These people sit on these board positions. They sit on the council seats, even the mayor, and somehow they're all connected to somebody. Just like us with the Omni Hotel. You saw me when I protested against it. It was for good reason. That's socialism. They want to basically help pick winners and choosers, use public money, taxpayer money, to help fund a private investment like the woke home Omni Hotel. I protested against it. We've been speaking out back against it for a long time, and I spoke about it with my 3 minutes. Anyways, I gave my 3 minutes, and if you start connecting the dots, once I drop the video, look at the names, look at the corporations, the nonprofits, it all connects precisely, and I'm proud of myself because I had to deliver it quickly and do it with facts and do it in a way that, later on someone can listen and say, damn, Nino's talking some crazy stuff here. This is some straight up uncovering, exposing stuff that no one else does. News West 9, CBS 7, Big 2, You know, God bless them. But these news organizations in our city, y'all, in your city, they're not going to do investigative journalism. They're going to give the easy questions. They're going to go home, write an easy headline. They're not going to get the hate like I get. They're not going to get escorted out by the police like I get escorted out. They're not going to get threatened for asking questions to council members like I get threatened with arrest by the police department. And I'm a Christian. I'm not violent. Yes, I'm passionate. Yes, I'm very aggressive. I admit a little bit with my delivery, but I've never been violent at any of these meetings. I'm a Christian. I'm a patriot. You know, it's Charlie Kirk, baby. We believe in free speech. What were you gonna say?
I wonder if that's why Peppers wasn't there. Because he wrote that article.
Which article did you write? Oh, anyways, good point. But like I said, so I gave my 3 minutes. I brought up a couple of things. A fake news reporter that I believe they actually put in place to combat our investigative journalism. She put out a piece last couple of days ago with Elvie Brown. Elvie Brown is a person. That's what I'm saying, y'all. Catch up, keep up if you can. All the names I say, research them yourself and investigate, and you're going to find the web of deceit and corruption yourself. Elvie Brown sits on the MDC board. The MDC is our Economic Development Corporation. The city of Midland has the MDC. They are funded by every dollar we spend in Midland, Texas. It's an Economic Development Corporation that's only supposed to invest in infrastructure, stuff like that, bring jobs here, bring deals here that help with the city and stuff of that nature. Roads, infrastructure. Anyways, the MDC was founded. We want to get rid of it. It's hard to get rid of, to be honest, but Elvie Brown sits on the board and makes big time votes on different developments and corporations and businesses that come here, right? Come to find out, he got over $50,000 of his fees waived by the City Council of Midland, Texas. Remember that, right? But whenever this happened, 2 meetings in a row or meeting that we went to, they never said his name. We come to find out, we read the packets, we read the agenda items, we found out his name. He's the one that was part of that church. His church got $50,000 plus in fees waived, and he got a big old half an acre of land, the right of way given to his church. I'm going to tell you right now, y'all, I don't care what anybody says. I'm a Christian, Christ is Lord, but nonprofits, especially 501c3 entities and churches, they're corrupt, y'all. Look up who started the 501c3 entities. I believe they were here to bankrupt a lot of Americans. They get a lot of tax-free money. They get a lot of benefits. Anywhere you find a nonprofit or a 501c3 entity, even a church, especially a church, look into them. And do your own due diligence research. Don't just get mad at me. That's what I've uncovered whenever I look into 501c3 entities and churches. They get a lot of taxpayer money and taxpayer breaks, and they get land like Elvie Brown got land for his city. What's the problem? Elvie Brown was never mentioned at the city meeting because it was a conflict of interest. I have him on camera. You'll see that live when I went and asked him about it. He said on camera that he did not want to go to the meetings because he didn't want to go to the city council meeting because it would look bad that he's trying to get this free land and these fees waived because he's on the Economic Development Corporation board. He's on the MDC board. He didn't want to influence the city council members, but they already knew that was his church. They already deal with the MDC. They're like one and the same. They said it on record. John Norman got exposed today. I got another crazy story. John Norman is the one that said that he wanted to further the motion to waive the fees for Elvie Brown, his buddy, for that church to get that half an acre for free and to get that land, the fees waived, which were $50,000. That land, in my opinion, I went and looked at it, me and my wife, it's worth about $150,000. Okay, but since it can't be developed, supposedly it's a right of way, the city said that they're just going to give it to Elvie Brown, who happens to sit on the board of the MDC. That's a conflict of interest. But of course, the city attorney, every time we speak, has to make a correction or has to give an input. And he said that there's no legalities or it's not illegal to do this. Just because it's not illegal, don't mean it's not right or it doesn't look, it looks wrong, in my opinion. It's a conflict of interest. Let's be completely honest. It's some kind of a conflict. If it's nepotism, I don't know, cronyism, I forgot the word. Anyways, I said that in my speech, how the fake news try to come out, this backed by, I believe, big money. We don't know for sure. This fake news outlet comes out and tries to talk bad about our reporting and our journalism. And but the point is, they left out the fact that Elvie Brown, his fees were waived. Shame on you, Permian Press. You left out the biggest part of the whole story while we're mad that Elvie Brown from the MDC had his fees waived of over $50,000 by the city council, and he got over a half an acre of land for free. And there they go saying, oh, he's a good guy. He wants to start a church. You know what? We're not a charity. Okay. I don't care what anybody says. Just because somebody starts a church or say they're a Christian, that don't mean they align with my biblical theology or what I believe about the Bible. You could be a Mormon. I'm a Baptist. You could be a Catholic. I'm a Baptist. There's going to be a discrepancy with theology. So just because you say you're a Christian or you say you're starting a church, that don't mean that you get a free pass to get free land and get your fees waived, especially when you sit on the board of the MDC and the city council knows that's your land, and they give you free land and your fees waived. Come on, let's be fair to everybody. So in my 3-minute speech, I stated that, and then I went to John Norman. Check this out, y'all. John Norman, who voted and made it a point to do for his buddy Elvie Brown, who sits on the MDC board, to get that land for free and get the fees waived. I just found out, and I've said it in my 3-minute speech. You'll see it momentarily. He said his nonprofit, remember I said that nonprofit? His nonprofit Roundup, I believe, got $2 million plus from the Scarborough Foundation. Who's the Scarborough Foundation? Big money. Dan Horde sits on the board of the Scarborough Foundation. Who's Dan Horde? Him and his buddy, I forgot his name. They are part of Midland Renaissance Corporation, part of Headlock. They're investors in the Omni Hotel. Okay. Again, you got to catch up and kind of see what I'm saying to get it, because it takes a while to learn this, because it took me a while to find the connections, find out MDC hotel, illegal hotel, whatever. Dan Horde sits on the board of the Scarborough Foundation. They gave our city councilman, John Norman, District 2, $2 million plus for his nonprofit. John Norman voted for the Omni to get passed and us to fund them with our money from the MDC. I mean, do you see all these correlations I'm talking about? This is not slander. It's not lies. This is what the news should be doing. Yeah, you're going to make your biggest donors mad. And Elvie Brown said in his interview that he wanted that land from a long time ago, so he got on the board. You think he's going to vote in any bad way to make anybody mad or to, make any waves where he don't get his land and his fees waived? He's been plotting on that land for years. You catch my drift here, ladies and gentlemen? This is all a swamp, a sewer. They're all connected. They do favors for each other. They all have nonprofits. They sit on different boards and they do favors for everybody. And then they get mad at America and my people whenever we go and we connect the dots, right? We go connect the dots and say, hey, damn, this guy's a member of this board. This guy sits on this board. He gave you $2 million. He waived $50,000 fees. You're on the city council. You're this, you're that, you're nonprofit. I mean, it's all crazy. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If anything, watch your city. Hey, I'm a Trumper. I've only been to one Trump rally in my life. I'm not going to follow Trump across the whole nation, y'all. That's easy. You know what I do? I watch my own backyard. You know why? Because real MAGA is this, your own backyard, your own city. What kind of a hypocrite, loser, content creator would I be if I sat here and made videos about Trump and national politics and my whole city's going to hell in a handbasket? I watch my city. I watch the leaders of my city do these backroom deals, and I put them on blast and I expose them because they need to be exposed. Amen. They're using our taxpayer dollars to screw the taxpayer. And I got a problem with that. Make America great again is your own backyard. Do you know who your mayor is? Do you know who the council member that represents your district? If you don't, I'm sorry to say, shame on you. You should know who your mayor is. You should know who's on that school board. You should know who's representing your district. You should be involved in your local politics. If you know Donald Trump's birthday, if you know Melania's birthday, you know what I'm saying, and you don't know who your mayor is, shame on you, for real. Hey, I'm a day one Trumper. I still back my president. But a lot of us, let's be honest, we're complacent. We're complicit in letting our city rip us off because we're too involved in things that don't matter or affect us really. Straight up. And people are leaving the life. Leave the life if you want to get mad all you want. You know Melania's birthday, you know Trump's birthday, you might even know Hunter Biden's birthday, but you don't even know who your mayor is. That's totally wrong. You should know who your mayor is, you should know who your council member is, and you should get involved locally in your city because it starts from the bottom to the top, baby. There's a local sewer in your city. So in my speech, I start correlating. Tommy Gonzalez, our city manager, gets paid $350,000 plus a year from us. And he's consulting for Kermit, Texas, and for Pecos, Texas. That's a conflict of interest. He's actually violating, in my opinion, the something clause as far as giving us our time, his full time and attention to Midland, Texas. He's over there making $200,000 off of Pecos, Texas, y'all. He got exposed off of my reporting. Finally, they did a piece on him, straight up. Come to find out, that reporter wasn't there today. He made somebody mad. Anyways, Tommy Gonzalez has a track record from El Paso to Lubbock to Irving, okay? And he's our city manager. He makes a lot of freaking money, and I called him out today, too. Point is, y'all, I gave my 3-minute speech. When you get a chance, I got to go, but I'm going to post it, and I stated all of this, and I didn't do it for the council to hear me. They don't like me. I don't like them. I did this in order to put it out there. So when you see the video, you can start putting all the dots together if you live in Midland especially and say, damn, look what Nino found out. It's not hard once you start connecting all the dots that these people sit on boards. They sit on these nonprofit boards and they give each other money, pats on the backs. They invest in the Omni Hotel and the city of Midland approves it, an illegal hotel with taxpayer funded dollars. That's socialism. They shouldn't be able to pick winners and losers. They shouldn't be able to use public money, taxpayer money, to fund a private entity in a woke hotel like the Omni. That's socialism right there, y'all. And they're supposed to be conservatives. That's the part that pisses me off. They're conservatives, yet they're over here doing socialist tactics and giving our money away for a private business. And then one of the council members, John Norman, got $2 million from one of the investors of the Omni, from his foundation on the Scarborough Foundation. He gave John Norman $2 million plus for his nonprofit. So you think John Norman's going to vote against the Omni Hotel? No, it don't work like that. Why would he make his biggest donor, one of his biggest donors, mad? Think about that, right? And like I said, the city don't like it. They have a lot of police there trying to intimidate us because we start connecting the dots. I'm not violent. I'm a Christian. Charlie Kirk, baby, free speech. But that's how they try to do you, boy. They try to do us wrong. The mayor goes on the radio, slanders me, says I'm lying because I connected the dots. And she took $50,000 plus from Sahid Anwar, a Muslim from Pakistan, and he gave a lot of money to her and to Greg Abbott. And if you look at Texas, we're being invaded and we're being flooded by a certain sect of people. I'll leave it at that. And I exposed that Lori Blanc took $50,000, I believe it was $90,000 from the Anwar family in Midland, oil tycoon that gave millions of dollars to Greg Abbott as well. And if you see where Texas is going, hello, wake up. We've been invaded. And Lori Blanc, the mayor of Midland, took the money. So did 2 councilwomen. Robin Poole took $25,000 from him 2 years ago or a year ago. And Amy Stretcher Burks took $30,000 from him. It's all public record. They're mad that we're connecting the dots. Okay, I'm a Christian. Okay, I'm not going to take no money from someone that's born in Pakistan. That's not being mean. That's just being honest. I'm a Christian. Why would I deal with anybody from another country? I was born here. How am I going to take money from someone born from a foreign land that I've never been to or won't ever go to, especially Pakistan, my friend? So that's why they're mad and they're upset. And they go on the radio, they slander me. They say that I just do this for clicks and views. Guys, I don't make money off these reports and posts about the city of Midland. Nobody cares about the city of Midland. I care. And I told somebody there at the council meeting, y'all keep saying I do this for clicks and views. I lose money when I post about the city of Midland. Nobody cares about the city of Midland. But I'm telling you that if you live in a city, more than likely there's a sewer in your city. And I focus more of my attention from national politics to my own backyard in my city, because my city is where I raise my family. My city is where I pay my taxes. And my city is where there's a sewer. Anyways, y'all, I got to go. Christ is Lord. Have a blessed day. I just want to make this quick video and you will see my 3-minute response to these people. Also, probably where they tried to arrest me at the end or try to harass me. The police are doing the bidding of the mayor, trying to arrest us for speaking over 3 minutes. A Class B misdemeanor. A Class B misdemeanor. Lori Blanc has the police ready to arrest us and told them if we speak over 3 minutes of our public speaking time to arrest us. Because we're interrupting a meeting that we're actually a part of. Just because we don't speak under her 3-minute rule, which there's other people, we've seen it time and time again. They speak for 10, 15, 5 minutes. They don't tell them nothing. But because it's Nino America, walk in with the red MAGA hat and my people are in there, they put the timer on us. And if we don't speak within 3 minutes of the allotted time, they threaten us with the rest. But anybody else, you look at the videos, they speak. The council speaks back to them. They look at them. They respect them. But when I speak, they're looking at their phones. They don't want to make eye contact. Tommy Gonzalez don't want to even respond. You know what I'm saying? They act a whole different way when we go up there. And they want to arrest us. They had about 10 police there, 10% of the police force there today with a city council meeting. And we're not violent. We're Christians. We're pissed off, concerned, tax-paying citizens, if anything. And we're there at the council meeting, involved in the council meeting and giving our public comment. And we're under threat of arrest for speaking over 3 minutes. This is freaking crazy. Okay. Once you learn the lingo, once you learn about how the council meetings work and it's the freedom of what's the thing called? The Texas Open Meetings Act, the TOMA, Texas Open Meetings Act. Once you start learning how that works, any city, they have to abide by the rules of the Texas Open Meetings Act. And we have 3 minutes to speak, but our mayor wants to arrest us if we speak over 3 minutes, y'all. How crazy is that? Anyways, there's my video. I will drop the other video with some more footage. It got hot and spicy at the council meeting. And you can tell, y'all, when we walk in, boom, eyes of the room on Zoom, for real. I'm pretty sure the city officials and the people that work for the city, when they see Nino America walk in, they say, oh, it's finna go up. It's going to be entertaining, because it is. Because think about it. I'm a tax-paying citizen. I feel I'm getting ripped off, and I feel that my city's corrupt. Those three things with the loud mouth and the King James Bible in my mind and in my heart, straight up, what do you think that adds up to? Corruption being called out like it's supposed to be done. And for the Christians that say that I'm doing it the wrong way, why do you think they did what they did to Christ? Because he exposed corrupt leaders, he told the truth, and he spoke it, and he said it right in front of their face, and they didn't like it. Christ flipped them tables. He made a whip 2 times and used it 2 times. Don't get it twisted. Just because I'm a Christian don't mean I'm a financial doormat. Just because I'm a Christian don't mean that I'm a spiritual doormat or a physical doormat. You're not going to play with me just because I'm a Christian. Okay? Anyways, with that, have a blessed day. I'm out of here. Christ is Lord. God bless all my patriots. Take a stand. Stand for something or fall for anything. Never forget it. Bye, everybody.